It's Christmas time, a time where families get together, share memories, and watch awful Tim Allen movies. I mean, I swear, every movie he plays in, he's not playing a character, he's playing as himself. But that's not why we're here today. We're here to talk about the most Christmas game you could ever talk about, Mario Sunshine.
Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
What, you don't think of summer vacation when it's Christmas time? It's safe to say Koji Kondo made a few bangers back in the day. I mean, who doesn't listen to Mario Bros. Trap Remix? But Koji Kondo isn't the only star here. Seasoned composer Shinobu Tanaka composed half of the game's stages as well. She's worked on Luigi's Mansion and Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Sunshine is kind of like the black sheep of the Mario franchise. It has a very noticeable lack in polish compared to other Nintendo titles. It just felt so rushed and just pushed out. But what doesn't feel so rushed and pushed out is the game's soundtrack. It feels so well planned and well executed. It brings the game's summer theme to the next level. Let me show you. The Delfino Plaza melody is what makes up more than half of this soundtrack, and that's not a bad thing. It makes the world feel so connected, kind of like how the game itself allows you to look at other locations from a distance. Just let me blow your mind. So here we are in FL Studio, and I got Delfino Plaza mapped out here, and I'm going to show you how similar it is to the other three stages surrounding Delfino Plaza. So if you notice, Delfino Plaza is lower in pitch, but it has the same melody, if that makes any sense. I don't know music theory, so I can't explain this well, but the three stages surrounding Delfino Plaza, they use the same notes as each other, and it just makes the world feel so connected, man. It connects the world in a way that many games strive for, but whilst comparing these songs, I noticed something interesting. Let's take a look at a map of Delfino Plaza. Alright, so here we are in Delfino Plaza. The closest stages excluding the Airstrip and Corona Mountain are Bianco Hills, Ricco Harbor, and Gelato Beach. Interestingly, these are the only stages that share melodies with Delfino Plaza. The further out stages like Pianta Village, Noki Bay, Serena Beach, and Pina Park have different melodies and generally sound pretty different. Now I don't know if this was on purpose, but it kind of makes sense since the further out stages are composed by Shinobu Tanaka and the other ones are composed by Koji Kondo. I honestly love this approach as it keeps the first few stages feeling similar sound-wise but spices up the later ones without being too jarring. Just like this transition, let's start talking about the songs themselves. Right off the bat, you can tell the intentions of this soundtrack. The sounds of bright horns, waves, and birds chirping in the background. You see why this is the perfect Christmas game, right? This game is a perfect mix of tropical shakers, percussion, horns, and synths. Well, I guess it's all technically synth since the soundtrack relies on MIDI, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. Actually, I'd argue that it makes everything stand out since it's not your average orchestra. The best but also biggest disappointment is the theme for Delfino Airstrip. It's such a good introduction with its mysterious yet tropical vibes. The disappointment is that this is the only time you hear this song. Just take a listen when it gets to about 1 minute in. It's criminally underused. I also love the tribal sounds of Pianta Village. I mean, this is where the Pianta originated from. It's on this gigantic tree to protect the village from predators, but at the cost of having a giant bottomless pit below it. It's got this super wild sounding intro to it that goes into this nice and cheery guitar melody. spookiness of Hotel Delfino's theme really lends to the stage's overall theme. I mean, the place is being invaded by boos, and what do boos sound like? Wooden shingles. So there is one song that is more underused in the Delfino Airstrip theme, and that's the demo theme, or the Space World 2001 theme. First of all, just look how different the game used to look. I would give a kidney to play this early version. But anyways, this track is only used for the demo and trailer, nothing in game. It's understandable why it's unused, but it almost sounds too good to be unused. So what about the sound effects? Well, they're pretty standard for a Mario game. I actually think Mario sounds his best in this game, and the coin sound effect is so on point. But everything else is, pretty standard. It's good. It's your average Nintendo stuff. I wouldn't expect any less. So what do you guys think of the Super Mario Sunshine soundtrack? I think it's one of the best and unique soundtracks out of the entire franchise, and does something that none of the other ones do. It just has this feel that it feels like summer, but it's Christmas time. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed this Christmas video. It's very Christmas, as you can tell. I'm wearing lights here. They're starting to get a little hot. But anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.